Hey everybody, good morning. I wanted to share a story, an awesome story about God. So I've been driving this morning. I sold a green chair that I bought at Goodwill. It was a beautiful recliner green retro chair, and I bought it for $5 at Goodwill 2 years ago. And I actually wanted it for me because I thought it was beautiful, and I enjoyed it for 2 years. And then I have been moving, like I mentioned in my previous video. So everybody I know has seen this chair and been like, Tom, you need to sell this thing. This thing's old. This thing's dated. And I'm just like, that's the point. It's retro. It's cool. It reclines. It's so smooth, so comfortable. You could read on a fall evening with the fireplace going, and you're sitting with a blanket reading a book. It's such a great chair. Well, since I'm moving, I thought, you know what? Maybe everybody's right. Maybe I need to sell this chair. I do have too many things. Sometimes I feel like I accumulate too many things. And so I put it up for sale, and I had a bunch of people messaging me for it. And one guy didn't even haggle me on the price. He says, hey, I need it delivered. I'll pay you for delivering. I said, okay, cool. Throw in $30. I'll deliver it. No problem. And so I'm driving over here. I'm just thanking God for the day. I'm just happy to be alive. And I'm excited. The weather's great. Fall time is my favorite season. It's starting to get a little chilly. And so I'm driving over here, and I drop it off, and I meet Dan. Oh man, I missed my turn. Sorry guys, do not try this at home. I'm gonna soon get a little mount, so I'm not doing things so sketchily, but so I drive over to Dan's house. Really cool guy. I could tell right off the bat he had a retro, thick jacket on and a leg that was full of tattoos and nice mustache. Really cool guy and very friendly. And so we're talking about the chair, and I tell him, everybody has been telling me to sell it, but look how many people wanted it, and you wanted it. Like, yeah, this chair is awesome, man. He's like, you got something going. You're right about this chair. And so then he's like, man, I gotta give you $300 for this chair. Our deal was $250. That was included with shipping. But he ends up giving me a $50 bonus just like that. And so I'm like, no way, man. That's super cool. You don't have to do that. I thank you, man. I was blown away. I'm like, hey, that's cool. And so we shake hands. I say, hey, I gotta see you sit in this chair though before I go. So he sits in the chair. He reclines. He's like, yes, man, yes. I said, yeah, I knew it. This chair is comfortable. I was taking it personal, man. This chair was getting a lot of people were just not feeling the chair like I was. And so I drive away. I'm feeling good. I'm thanking God for this day. I'm thanking God for my life. And then what do you know? I'm driving behind the van that says Brothers Drywall. And then it has two crosses of Jesus Christ on left and on the right. And it says Brothers Drywall. And I think that's so funny because me and my brothers had a drywall business. It was a construction business of all kinds, but it was mainly focused on drywall. And so there it has the two crosses. And I thought, man, Jesus Christ is listening to me. Once again, I'm thanking him for this beautiful day. And he gives me this. I'm driving through traffic in a van with Brothers Drywall. It's on the van, and it's drywall, and there's Jesus. And that could not have spoken more clearly to me that Jesus is hearing my thanksgiving this morning. He's hearing he's listening. Then he gives me these awesome signs that he's out there. He's listening to me. He's blessing me with that extra $50. And you know what? That's a really good feeling to have that connection with the Most High. He's watching you. He's looking after you. He's providing for you. And I just want to share that feeling, And sure enough, that van pulls in. It takes a right. And then I pull up to the next car in front of me. A big old cross on that one, too. A big old cross of Jesus Christ on that one, too. And I thought, okay, Jesus, you're clearly listening to me. And I'm just so grateful for life. And so that's why I want to make this video, is that wherever you are, whatever your circumstances are, Jesus is putting me in the algorithm. I'm just a regular guy that was born as a Christian, but I was raised as a Christian, but I wanted to do my own thing, like the prodigal son. I went and lived wild. I went and did my own thing. I didn't care about other people. I was selfish. And God's plan of restoration for all of us is sometimes you do get lost. Sometimes you do get wild. But, you know, Jesus is patient, and Jesus comes that he can pull you back from that deception. He can pull you back. He can take you back home where you belong. And that's in his fold. That's in under his wing where you're safe, where he can provide, protect, and give you signs along your journey that, hey, I hear you. I hear your prayers, Tom. Good job. And anybody can say that's a coincidence, whatever. Drywall, I've been doing that since I was 5 years old in Utah with my dad. And the Christian cross on a drywall van. That's for me. That's for me. That's not for any of you. That's for me. That's not nobody else's message today. That's my message from the Most High. He said, I'm watching you, and I'm putting you on the right path. I put you in contact with Dan. He bought your chair, and he gave you a $50 bonus. And it's my message today. And so I want to share that joy with other people that are struggling with alcohol abuse, drug abuse. I want to share that all those things are just keeping you from the life that you were meant to live. They seem like a nice little vision of your life. It's fun to drink and smoke sometimes, and it gives you that high, but it always leaves you wanting more. It always leaves you a little depressed. It always leaves you unfulfilled. Well, Jesus Christ gives you a high, and he never leaves you feeling depressed. He never leaves you feeling unfulfilled. So anybody that's struggling with those things, I'm just praying that one day you see the light like I do. I used to love to drink. If you see the light, you'll realize it's a false, it's a mirage. Once you try to grab hold of it, it's gone. There's nothing there. And I wanted to share that. And as I was walking to the gas station to buy a drink, I saw this guy, and he had a pit bull puppy, and I just shared the joy with him too. I said, man, your dog is cute as heck. I was petting him, little puppy. You know, I got one at home. I got my Bichon at home. And I should have brought him, but sometimes I need the space, and so I can't bring him with. But I'm just grateful, guys. I wanted to share that, and I'm in a really good place, and that's not always the case. Sometimes I have lows too. Maybe I'm a little manic right now from all the caffeine, but I like to share when God gives me a sign. You know, I want to share that with other people. He can give you a sign too. Say, for an example, you're a kid that loved, you know, Toy Story as a kid, and you call out to God and like, God, I want to feel you. I want to draw near to me. Give me a sign. Next thing you know, you'll be driving in traffic, and there'll be a Buzz and Woody toy hanging by a strap, just like in the movie, and you'll be like, whoa. And there'll be other indications that it's a sign for you. For me, it was drywall and Christianity. That's as deep in my bones to my core of who I am. And who I was, at least. I don't do construction anymore. Anyways, guys, I am going to go to a Home Depot and kind of check out some things today. And I just want to share those two messages that all those drugs and alcohol and pornography, they're just holding you back from the life that you were meant to live, of freedom, of light, of sharing kindness with other people, and being on God's path where he puts awesome people in your path. And the more that you heal as a person, the higher and higher the Lord's going to take you. There's somewhere in the scriptures that says the righteous will soar on wings of eagles, man. The righteous, God will take him to the high places of the earth. I don't know about you. I spent a lot of time in the low places. I lived in trailer parks as a kid. I lived in trailer parks as an adult, but that was mostly because I wanted to save my income and not spend it on rent. But I spent a lot of time in the low places, and I know what those places are like. And truth be told, they're not that great. I'm still grateful for them. I love all the memories, but I'm ready to see what else the Lord has for me. I'm only 31. What if he puts me on higher places where I can have more influence, where I can have more resources to help people that are hurting, addicted, struggling, help with relationships, help help free people of addictions. You know, I want to go to the high place, and maybe the high place, you know, it doesn't have to be a selfish place. It can be a place where you have your hand down and you're actually helping other people. We live in a world where everyone's just trying to push you down and so they can climb. I've never felt like that. I don't like pushing people down so I can climb. I've always tried to climb and pull people up. And anybody that knows me, family or old friends, they know that's true. I've always been someone that tries to pull people up, even when I had very little. And yeah, there were times where I was selfish too. I'm not a perfect person, but for the most part, I try to lift people up. And the higher the Lord takes me, I'm going to try to pass that wisdom on. I'm going to share my experiences because this is my channel and this is my avenue of where I can speak my mind freely and share the good news of the gospel that can free you of any darkness, any bondage, any loneliness and despair. He could take you to be well connected, well provided for, healthy and strong, mentally fit, spiritually fit, physically fit, all of them. Maybe I already said that. And that's what I want. And you know what? There's going to be a lot of stumbling for me on the way. And that's okay. I'm just going to keep moving forward, man. I'm going to go to bed early and get up early. I'm going to just put in my 16-hour days of thinking, of working, of praying, of studying. I want to do my work so that I can be a solid person, that I can help other people, that I can have enough, that I can have, you know, provide for a wife and family and kids and be able to enjoy each other's company. And anyways, look at me. I'm going on a giant tangent. I'm just so grateful for life today. And I don't always feel like this, okay? Sometimes I feel like a stick in the mud. So if that's you today, we're like, man, nothing's going right for me. I'm going to turn this off. I know what that's like, man. Nothing has ever been given to me easy. But I just recommend let's all just keep getting back up. Look at that. The sun is shining for all of us to get back up and try again. It's never too late to turn a new leaf and to have a new life. And when God's got his wind behind your sails, you're just going to keep moving, man. You're going to go wherever he takes you, and it's going to make sense. You know, when this guy gave me a $50 bonus, I was like, God, this is coming straight from God. This is a great opportunity to meet a cool guy, be in a great neighborhood, and selling a chair that I love, that he's going to now love and appreciate. And yeah, I'm doing one of those Minnesota goodbyes where it takes 10 minutes to say goodbye. But yeah, another thing is I feel God's leading me to another state. I don't know when, I don't know what, but I have a feeling God wants me to do some traveling. I have a feeling I don't maybe belong where I am here, even though I love it here. I have a feeling God's got a new territory for me. And so I'm going to stay faithful. I'm going to stay away from porn, alcohol, drugs, bad habits. Right now I'm working on swearing. I swear a lot. I've always swore as a kid, and it's not okay, but I just don't know what it is. I always just thought it was enhancing my humor. It was enhancing, but you don't need to swear as a Christian. I don't need to swear. It's not funny. It's not cute. And I'm trying to let it go. So if you guys could pray for me, I throw those F-bombs. I throw those S-bombs. I'm always throwing that language around. And it makes everybody laugh. If I'm in my truck and it's just timed right, everyone just chuckles and laughs. But I don't need to do that. I can still be funny without having to say those vulgar words. So I just pray and hope that you will pray for me so I can let go of that. Because I want to be as clean as a vessel as I can. And whatever that means, you know, whatever that means for God, I'm just going to do it. It's just in total obedience. Because you got to be obedient to God and watch him open new doors. Who wants new doors open? I do. Who wants new relationships? You know, I do. I heard you guys in the back screaming, I want new relationships. I want new doors open for me. I want new opportunities open for me. I want to go to the high places. I want to grab that liquor bottle and throw it down the drain. You know, Just pour it down the drain. I want to take that e-cig and throw it out the window. I want to go to the high places. I want to meet new people that are healed and friendly and smiley, and I've spent a lot of my life, with some pretty cool people, but I'm ready to see what else God has. I'm ready to see. Look, there's a lot of people out there that are very generous. There's a lot of people out there that are very kind, and I think all of us enjoy being around people like that. Anyways, I gotta go, man. This video is gonna take forever to upload. Take care. God bless.